not in for ideal baseball weather in this one. It's cold out there, so it'll be interesting to see if that impacts the game at all.
Boog, this is one of those nights where position players want that pitcher to have a nice tempo. Keep things moving. Don't take forever in between pitches because it just makes it colder out there. You get stiffer and you're not ready to make a play like you need to be. So that's the emphasis, I think, on cold nights like this.
It's the Los Angeles Dodgers going up against the New York Mets. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about set to go. And getting the call here, Griffin Canning. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys get a little tight. They start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser. The ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Shohei Ohtani leading things off and takes a strike. Misses off the inside, and the count even 1-1. And there's the ball. That one misses, and the count is 3-1. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Here's Mookie Betts now. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Betts can claim something not many players can. He's won the World Series playing in the National League and the American League.
And he deals. Tap foul at the plate.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
Swing and a ground ball, but it kicks foul. Ohtani gets his lead at first. Nobody out. And that's a strikeout. Matthew Ross says he went around. Here is Freddie Freeman. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. On the ground right side. 4, 6, out. 3. It's a double play. And that'll do it for the inning. 3 up, 3 down for him there. Now the Mets offense will go to work for the first time. No score. Back here at Citi Field, Clayton Kershaw getting to start. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch to contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They can move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Francisco Lindor leading things off and takes a strike. Gloves it on the dive to first, and very nicely done for the out.
Man, oh man, that ball was absolutely smoked. Triple-digit exit velocity. He dives, and I'm just shocked that the ball stayed in his mitt. Looked like he was going to put a hole in his glove.
Here's Starling Marte. Base knock center field. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Batting third, right fielder, Juan.
Here's Juan Soto. Now a screamer into the outfield. Makes the catch for the out.
Batting fourth, first baseman Pete
Let's take a peek at the Mets
Alonso.
lineup here. It features a great veteran presence, Francisco Lindor.
And Boog, he's their team leader in home runs, so you know the pitchers on that other side, man, they took a lot of time preparing for him in that pregame meeting. You know, he's got a lot of pop, and it's real pop. It's not fluky at all. He can absolutely change the outlook of a game very quickly, so watch out when he steps in.
Pete Alonso stands in now and watches strike one.
Let's go, Pete.
Kershaw deals. It's through for a hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Batting fifth, designated hitter, Mark Vientos.
And now it's Mark Vientos. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Marte on second. Alonso on at first with 2 down. And that one is lifted in the air. Squeezes it. That is the inning. 2 left for the Mets. Scoreless after 1. Back here in Queens. All set for the start of the inning. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Canning back to work. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one carrying. Gone. And they jump out front. It's 1-0. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
And next for LA, Andy Pajes. Just missed.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
Pajes getting to start in left. Hitting 5th in today's lineup. And he was born in Cuba. And another ball.
Inside, ball
He's
2.
great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Long run, nice grab. And there's 1 down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
That one ripped. Going, gone. He'll circle the bases. It's their 2nd home run of the inning. It's 2-0. Singy, that's his 199th career home run.
Well, 200 homers is an exciting number for anyone to get to. He's got to be looking forward to that next one a lot. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
One down. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Tommy Edman. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1.
One down, base is empty. Foul ball there. Breaking ball misses down and away. One out, base is empty. And the next pitch is way outside. On the ground to third, Baden. Not in time, and he reaches safely.
Batting 8, catcher Dalton Rushing.
Runner on at first with one gone. Dalton Rushing steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Canning checks the runner. Edman dives back in safely. That one fouled off. Still only one out here in the inning. There's the strike at the knees. That misses the zone, and the count 1-2. On the ground, right side, and that's a foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes, and there's two down. Miguel Rojas at the plate. First pitch just misses. Check on the runner. Edman back on a dive. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Edman, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swung on, belted. And that is a foul ball. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. And it's 2-zip Dodgers. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the catcher, Luis Torrens.
Luis Torrens.
On the ground, right side, Rojas. The throw to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting 7th, center fielder Tyrone Taylor.
And now here is Tyrone Taylor. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. And that's in there at the knees. Next offering is down low.
Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Fought off foul.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Got him looking for the strikeout. Froze him with a backdoor slider.
Well, this is no secret. That slider is going to be his go-to pitch. Everyone in the ballpark knows it. It's a massive part of his arsenal, and he'll throw it a lot and in pretty much any count, any situation, and he's going to look to punch guys out as well. I tell you what, the effectiveness of that slider is always a big key for him.
Two outs. That one finds the zone, and it's a ball and a strike. And that one clips the corner.
All sliders so far in this at-bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack it in the box.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. 2 out, space is empty. Up the middle, and it's through for a hit.
Batting ninth,
Brett Beatty
third
digs in
baseman,
now.
Brett Beatty.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
And another ball. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Kershaw keeping an eye on him. In the air, out towards left center, and that'll do it. Mets leave one. They trail things here 2-0. And we're back.
Leading
Top
off
half
for
of the
Los
third
Angeles,
inning.
the
Shohei
designated
Ohtani up
hitter,
to the dish.
Shohei Ohtani.
Looks like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is, and it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold off if the rain gets any worse than this. So keep an eye on the pitcher's mound as well, and the rest of the infield start to puddle up a little bit.
Swings through that.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Just off the outside edge. 3-2 now.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
It's a good breaking ball there, just off the corner where you can't really do much damage,
Now
but
batting,
it's close
shortstop,
enough to where you've
Mookie
got to
Betts.
protect, and he just couldn't find a way to fight it off.
Betts in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. Nowadays, with advanced metrics and increased use of moving the infielders around, defense isn't necessarily about making errors. Are you able to get to the ball? Are you able to position fielders where guys hit the ball, but within the new shift rules? Toss to Alonso. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the 3rd.
And an area that goes unnoticed is the coach that's responsible for positioning, and then the research person that's providing the information. So what we're seeing in baseball, so many more people behind the scenes that are contributing to the success between the lines.
Freeman in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. And a foul ball. Back when you played It wasn't the empirical data we have now. It was a guy with a ruler and a diamond taking a colored pencil and drawing a line where he thought someone had hit the ball, right? A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that'll do it. Dodgers go down quietly as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Back here at Citi Field, and the batter now, Francisco Lindor.
Francisco Lindor.
Ball one. Count 1-0.
Yeah, that's fouled off. And that's through there for a strike. And a count 1-2. That one missed.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Oh, he gloves it. It's there, and that's a great play.
Look at the commitment to make the play down on the ground from the knees. That's not just arm strength, guys. That's core strength as well. Look at that rocket across the diamond. Outstanding job.
Starling Marte up to hit. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Hit in the air left field. That one gets down for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Juan Soto now.
Right
He's 0 for 1.
Juan Soto.
And that misses. Ball 1. Out in the left center for a line drive base hit. They fired in quickly. So it's first and second with only 1 away.
He was all over that one. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
First and second, 1 out. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso.
I'm curious how he decides to attack on the mound. This guy at the plate has been great hitting under pressure this year.
There's a strike.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Slider misses outside. Marte over at second. Soto over at first with 1 away. Swung out, belted. Deep. That one went back there. And that one's going to land not so much here, but here. He circles the bases. Home run number 10 of the year. It's 3-2. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Now it's the DH, Mark Vientos. Down and away for ball one. Already 3 runs across in the frame here in the last half of the third. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And it falls.
4 hits in a row, and they're really swinging it here. That could be a dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough, because as a hitter, you see it coming across the plate the whole way. No problem handling it and putting a good swing on it that time.
Now here is Luis Torrens. Fouled off. He was late. Outside. And now it's even 1-1. Man at first, 1 away. Next offering is in for a strike. Gets a piece and stays alive.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Kershaw fires. Inside, and it's 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 away.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Taylor.
Tyrone Taylor up now for the Mets. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Ground ball up the middle. Bats up with it. That's the third out. Inning over. A Pete Alonso blast for the Mets. It's now a 3-2 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in Queens, new inning getting started. Now it's going to be Teoscar Hernandez.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Oh, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Struck him out, and that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there, and it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
Now the left fielder, Andy Pajes. Top of the zone for a called strike. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Not even close there. And it's 1-1. That's out to center field. And that'll get down for a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, They have a high contact rate, and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Pages leads off first with one away. Now this is in the air down the line. Marte going after it, and he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
Swing and a miss. 1-2.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Soto gets under it. They got it for out number 2.
Now batting, the center fielder, Tommy Edman.
Tommy Edman at the plate. Reached on an infield single his first time. That one catches the zone, and it's 0-1.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Two outs. And he couldn't hold back. He's run up on strikes. The runs, one hit, no errors, and a man left. And midway in the fourth, it's the Mets 3 and the Dodgers 2. And welcome back to the ballpark. And stepping in is the speedy Luis Angel Acuna. That one at the knees for a strike.
Well, these Mets doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. It's tough to remember the times they've actually swung and missed at a pitch because it really hasn't happened. They've made contact on nearly 100% of their swings.
Got him. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
No, that was a pretty poor at bat. He just never got the bat off the shoulder. I mean, you've got to go up there looking to swing at some point, especially once you're down 0-2. And at that point, make an adjustment, look to put the ball in play if it's anywhere close. And I'm just not sure what the plan was there.
Brett Beatty up now for the Mets. He's 0 for 1. Just missed. High fly ball out into left center field. Pages moving under this one, and it's caught for the out.
Now batting, shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. Has grounded out a couple of times. First pitch doesn't find the zone. He swings and fouls one off. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. 2 down, nobody on. Inside, and it hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. So 2 down now, and here is Starling Marte. He's 2 for 2. Kershaw checks on the runner. Lindor back in there. That one's upstairs, ball 1. And there's a foul ball. Next offering is in for a strike. And down on strikes he goes. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Mets strand 1, but they're up 3-2. And we're back.
Leading
ready
off
now for the
Los
5th inning.
Angeles,
And here's the catcher, Dalton Rushing. Canning back to work. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
You know, these Dodgers just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Inside, almost got him.
That's ball 2.
And a swing and a miss. Strikeout number 8.
That was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
So up next, Miguel Rojas. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Rojas, 36 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. The Mets up by a run, and we're at the top of the 5th. Swing and a foul out of play. And a 1-1. And that one missing low.
2-1.
Out to short, Lindor. Zips it across, and the first 2 set down in the top of the 5th.
Good onside run to that same side hitter right there. Very difficult to put that ball in the air or get through it. Just bores in on the hands.
So the lineup flips over, and now the DH, Shohei Ohtani. A strikeout and a walk. First pitch misses.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
Swing and a pop-off in foul ground. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Dodgers down in order. They trail it 3-2. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's a big power threat. Juan Soto.
Juan Soto.
And that's through there for a strike.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
And now it's even up. Slapped foul. Soto tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. And yes, he offered at it. Here's Pete Alonso. He's already homered in this game. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power, but then if this hitter gets a strike or 2 on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
And that's outside. And 1-1. And that's in the dirt.
2-1 the count now. He hasn't seen a fastball yet, but you've got to be ready to hit one because you doubt the pitcher wants this to go to a 3-1 count. Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
A dive. Nice stop. Fires to first. Nicely done for the out.
Great cat-like reflexes right there. Lays out, knocks the ball down, and then fires with that rocket arm all the way across the diamond. Man, put this guy on the mound.
Two outs, base is empty. And next is the designated hitter, Mark Vientos. Bounced up the middle. Rojas to first, and the Mets go 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the Mets, but they still lead at 3-2. Back here at Citi Field, all set for the top of the sixth. Here's Mookie Betts. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. The shortstop takes the ball.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive. Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
And out number one on the grab.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. And that's off the inside edge. And that is ball one. And another ball.
Not showing great command so far in this at bat. 2-0 count. He's got to execute here or this could get ugly.
And that's down and away.
I got 3-0.
And there's the automatic. Freeman will take his base.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Now batting, right fielder,
And now Teoscar Hernandez. He's already homered here in this one. Runner on the move. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. Save. And the tying run is now in scoring position. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
A little anxious, a little aggressive early in the count. Too much for me.
Ball one there.
They tried to get him to go, chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
And there's a ball. With the go-ahead run at the plate, and we're the top half of the sixth. And a swing and a miss. That's his 9th strikeout so far.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still late on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. First pitch, and he just misses.
Counts 1-0.
Action action in the Mets bullpen. Reed Garrett appears to be getting ready, and I'm sure he's feeling some nerves. This would be his major league debut. Brazoban, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. And that's a little bit high. Two down. That's a little bit low. Max Muncy would be next if they can extend the inning.
And he's homered already, so I'm sure he'd love a chance to do some more damage here.
Man on second, 2 down. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. On the ground to the left. To first, safe. And runners at the corners after the infield single.
Max Muncy.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Griffin Canning out of the game, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching.
Genesis Cabrera on to pitch here.
Number
Still
92.
a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Here's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy. 1 home run shy of 200 for his career. Check swing, called strike. Muncy with just 1 more homer to reach the 200 career mark.
You know, we usually talk about bigger numbers when it comes to homers, but only about 400 major leaguers have ever hit 200 round trippers in their careers. He's putting himself in great company.
2 aboard, 2 outs. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
Very dominant with that fastball inside. Hitter's going to be conscious of that. Now you have the outer half of the plate to work with out there on the mound.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. That's down and in. Up and in, and it's 2-2.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. And now it's 3-2, and this is a good example of the type of at-bat that Muncy can deliver. Tommy Edman in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. And they're all loaded up.
When you go that deep into it at bat, the hitter usually comes out on top.
2 outs, bases full. And here comes Tommy Edman.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
The Dodgers threatening.
A defensive swing right there. Some cheese on the inside part of the plate. But the hands are still stinging after that one.
And downstairs. That misses. 2-1.
Boog, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
Yeah, the 2-1 hammered but foul. 2 outs. Bases are full. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Two outs. Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
You see how the catcher wanted that pitch up and in. Wanted to try to tie him up. That's the one thing we're seeing, that high fastball. You have to get it up there because of how hitters have changed their swings.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And that's the 3rd out. Clean work out of the Mets bullpen there. 6, 7, 8 due in the bottom of the 6th. It's the Mets 3 and the Dodgers 2. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Lou Trevino.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And now the catcher comes up to him, Luis Torrens.
Catcher, Luis Torrens.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Pajes puts it away for the out.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Now batting, center fielder Tyrone Taylor.
Here's the center fielder, Tyrone Taylor. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit, or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
Throw on to Freeman, 2 away.
Now batting, second baseman Luis Angel Acuna.
2 down, bases empty. Now it's the second baseman, Luis Angel Acuna. 1 for 2. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Next offering is in for a strike.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Going to count 1 and 2.
I don't know how you take that one after the called strike on the corner. Just a little bit off the edge.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Down in order go the Mets. And it remained a 3-2 ball game.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
New
back.
York
We're in the
Mets.
7th. We have a new pitcher on the
Number
mound,
75.
Reed Garrett.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Well,
Leading off for
1-run
Los
game.
Angeles,
And at the
catcher,
plate for the
Dalton
Dodgers,
Rushing.
Dalton Rushing, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And that's in for a strike.
That splitty's a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand, looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Late swing, foul to the left. Looking to get the tying run on base.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Pitch misses, and the count's even at 2. Good job to fight that one off. That's a ball. Tried to attack with the sweeper. Miguel Rojas in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. And a swing and a miss. The hat trick. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Now, Miguel Rojas. Started to go after it. Now a look down to first. And he went around. Ruled a swing. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
He doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
One down, base is empty. And
1 ball,
1-2.
2 strikes.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Out to center. Acuna on his way over. That's out number 2.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Shohei Ohtani.
Here's Shohei Ohtani.
Well, he's always a threat. Even if this guy is 0 for 3 for the night with 3 strikeouts, he can come up that 4th time and do damage because he's that good.
Nope.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Fastball for a strike.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
And that one way outside. And the count is even, 2-2. Inside, just missed. Mookie Betts in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And that one hit to first, and that's just foul. 2 down, nobody on. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. Swing and a miss. Struck him out at a splitter. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. They're down 3-2. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Alex Vesia.
Well, he's a big-time strikeout guy out there. This season,
51.
averaging more than 1 per inning.
Alex Vesia.
Now the third baseman,
Leading
Brett
off
Beatty.
for the Mets, third baseman, Brett Beatty.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. Activity in the bullpen. Luis Garcia looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Knack getting cranked up as well. And a foul ball. Popped up. Betts pulls it down, and there's one down.
Now batting, shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Now up to hit, Francisco Lindor. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. Swings through that one. 0-1.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
The 0-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good two-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
Starling Marte up now for the Mets. There's the strike. And a slider in there for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Got him. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Huascar Brazoban.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Well, one-run game. Mookie digs in here. 0 for 3 in this one.
A lot of times you're looking for a guy to get that tie-in run on base, but because of the power, you want him to tie up the game with one swing here.
Just missed. Stirring in the bullpen for the Mets. Edwin Diaz up and throwing. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
1 strike.
The shortstop takes the ball. In there at the knees, 2-2.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Next offering misses down and away. Freddie Freeman in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Got him looking. And 1 out now.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down 1. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
So now it's Freddie Freeman. There's the strike.
0-1's the count.
And that one fouled off. Foul ball still 0-2. One down, base is empty. And that just misses.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Up the middle. Lindor on to first. Freeman is out. There's 2 away.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Now it's the right fielder, Teoscar Hernandez, known for his late inning heroics. First offering, and it just misses. Brazaban, 35 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. 2 outs. That misses the zone, and the count is 2-0.
Now you get to this part of the order. Yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you, if he will.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. And down on strikes. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Dodgers go down quietly, and it's still a 3-2 ball game. Ready for the bottom of the 8th, and now it's Juan Soto.
Right fielder, Juan Soto.
Vesia back to work. That's in there. Strike 1.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
That's off the mark. 1-1. And a breaking ball misses outside.
Count is 3-2.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
Man at first, nobody out. And stepping in for New York, Pete Alonso. First pitch just misses.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
Checked his swing on the 1-0 and appealed to first. And he went around. That's ruled a swing. The 1-1. Swung on, belted. Deep. That one went back there. And that one's going to land not so much here, but here. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add a pair. It's 5-2.
He's bringing the thunder in a rainstorm. How in the world did he manage to hit that pitch out? Well, I'm not really sure how he kept that fair. When you're out in front on a breaking ball like that, such a good chance that it's going to hook foul, but not this time. He kept the hands moving forward just long enough to sneak it inside that foul pole.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Alex Vesia won't go any further. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. Luis Garcia comes on now.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Luis Garcia.
Next is the designated hitter, Mark Vientos. 1 for 3. And first offering is fouled off. And he can't come up with it. Still able to fire over, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay.
Luis Torrens.
So digging in, Luis Torrens. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Outside low. Ball 1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Anthony Banda appears to be getting loose. That one catches the corner for a strike. That one the other way. Takes it in for the out.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting the line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
2 outs, base is empty. And now the center fielder, Tyrone Taylor. 0 for 3 with 2 ground outs and a strikeout. This one popped up right side. Rojas brings it in for the 3rd out. Mets had 2 runs on this blast. Last chance coming up here for the Dodgers. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton. And now here's the veteran DH, Shohei Ohtani. Pitch misses, and that's ball 1.
First pitch, 7-11.
That one missed.
Ball 2.
Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. And misses inside. Line drive and foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Smoked on the ground a second. Tosses to first. 1 out in the top of the 1st. Time now for Dave Roberts' lineup for the Los Angeles Dodgers. In the 6th spot for them in this one, Max Muncy.
Yeah, definitely someone I always enjoy, you know, when I get a chance to watch him, whether he's hitting in a game or even taking swings during batting practice. Man, this guy is always so focused on what he's doing on that task at hand. He's got so much attention to detail that when he steps in the box, his success rate is really high.
Mookie Betts in the box now. No balls and a strike. Canning. He has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that, confidence grows with the players and teammates playing behind him, that when things get a little rough out there, they know he'll find his way through it.
Got him swinging. 2 down, bases empty. Here's the veteran first baseman, Freddie Freeman. That misses the zone, and it's 1-0. How much of the ability to do that in a tight spot is the mental approach?
I think it's very much being able to have a laser-like focus, slow everything down, stay right in that moment, pitch to pitch execution, and focusing on that catcher's mitt.
2 down, nobody on.
Ball 2.
And it's fouled away. Fights it off. He'll see another. 2 outs, base is empty. And they'll do it again. Ground ball left side, and it stays fair. Around first and hustling for second. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
And if you're the pitcher, you can't be frustrated. You know this is going to be the toughest batter that you face tonight, and you're going to have to face him a couple of times. So you just tip your cap and hope that you can get the next guy out.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, you always want to come out in the first inning, try to put something up on the board. It's a big 2-out double right there. See if the cleanup man can drive him in and put a tally up there on the board.
Ripped on a line. Brings it in. And that is that. 1 left for L.A. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot in a scoreless ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here with my pal Singy, and today's starter, Clayton Kershaw.
Well, one thing for me that's a little alarming is that this guy is walking more than he's striking out. And when you've got traffic on the base paths, one mistake can put your team behind the 8 ball early in a ball game. So we'll see today if somehow he's able to reverse that trend, fill up the strike zone, get some soft contact, and perhaps move through this ball game without too much damage.
Ball.
And another ball. Chop to third. Muncy zips it to first. 1 gone, bottom half of the first. Here's the Mets lineup now. This group was shut out their last game, so we're going to see if they can bounce back with a better effort here today.
And Boog, it can get in your head a little bit when you get shut out. You're frustrated. You're seeing that consecutive streak of innings you haven't scored, and you want to get off to a great start, score early, because if you don't, you feel like you could linger into 2 consecutive games, which no one wants to be a part of.
Marte, not sure what to expect after that first pitch. That one's in there, and it's 1-1. 1 out, base is empty. The 1-1 is fouled off.
This guy at the dish excels in 2-strike counts. Got to be careful with him out there on the mound.
And that's too high. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Got him. Two gone after the strikeout.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with a high
Juan
fastball and then buried that
Soto.
curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
2 outs, base is empty. Juan Soto now at the plate. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. And that is out of play. Stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. And the Mets go down 1-2-3. We played an inning. No score. Top of the second.
Leading
Here's
off
the
for
left
Los
fielder,
Angeles,
Andy
left fielder,
Pages.
Andy Pages.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field, but he can jump you if you make a mistake.
Back to the mound. He's got it. Handles, throws to first, and quickly one away in the second.
Batting sixth, third baseman, Max Muncy.
Here's Max Muncy. Canning measures 6 feet 2 inches, 28 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. On the outside corner, and that's strike one. Nowadays, with advanced metrics and increased use of moving the infielders around, defense isn't necessarily about making errors. Are you able to get to the ball? Are you able to position fielders where hitters hit the ball, but within the new shift rules? No score here in the second.
And an area that goes unnoticed is the coach that's responsible for positioning, and then the research person that's providing the information. So what we're seeing in baseball, so many more people behind the scenes that are contributing to the success between the lines.
Batting seventh, center fielder, Tommy Edman.
2 down, base is empty. Tommy Edman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Good power, not great in the OBP department. And first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
So the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton.
Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Dodgers down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the inning. Here's some real power at the plate. Pete Alonso.
Pete Alonso.
No score. Kershaw back to work. Delivers.
Well, Boog, it didn't take very long for Alonso to set the home run record here at Citi Field. He passed Lucas Duda for the top spot in June of 2023.
Fouled off down the right side. That misses, and it's 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Batting fifth,
Mark
designated
Vientos
hitter,
up now for the
Mark
Mets.
Vientos.
Back up the middle and a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that.
Catcher,
Got a fastball,
Luis
middle of the plate,
Torres.
jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Man at first with one gone. Here's the catcher, Luis Torres. That's off the inside corner, and that's ball one. And here it comes.
Ball two.
Last two pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
And there's the ball.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
And there's the strike. And ball four, two aboard.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the
Batting
mound.
seven.
But, you know, his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this. But he's going to have to buckle down right here.
Tyrone Taylor in the box now. Takes strike one.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue, finish off this hitter.
2 on, 1 out. On the ground right side. 4, 6, 3. But he beats it. Good hustle. And the inning continues.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
And next for the Mets, Luis Angel Acuna.
It's early, but these at-bats can impact the game just as much as they do later. Here's a chance to set the tone early for your team.
That clips the corner. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
0-2 now. Right through there. Got him. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. 2 left for the Mets. We'll move to the third with no score. On to the third inning, and here's the rookie catcher, Dalton Rushing. Canning back to work. And that's in for a strike. 0-1. Called strike right there.
Well, at that velocity, if that's all you're seeing, 88, you can handle that all day long. That's what you get in batting practice. But off the velocity of the fastball, that is a very tough pitch to adjust to.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Leadoff man retired here in the third.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
Miguel Rojas at the plate. And a swing and a miss.
Just a bit tardy there.
0-1.
Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
Top of the third, no score. Gets a piece and stays alive. In the dirt, now 1-2. Spoils a two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Next offering upstairs.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Baden tosses across the first. 2 up, 2 down. Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Grounded out his first time up. Delivers the pitch in for a strike at 95. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
And now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Ohtani checks his swing. Appeal down to third. And Matthew Ross right on it, says he held up. 2 outs. And now the count is full. And another power hitter lurking in the on-deck circle. Mookie Betts up next for the Dodgers. 3-2 on the way. That one ripped right center field. That's back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Set for the bottom of the third. Here's the third baseman, Brett Beatty.
Third baseman, Brett Beatty.
Swinging a foul straight back. And it's even up.
That's a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Back to the top of the lineup, Francisco Lindor up now for the Mets. Grounded out his first time. Close one, doesn't get the call. 1-0. And fouled off. Next pitch is downstairs.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
2 balls, 1 strike.
This one popped up, foul down first base side. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Now batting, left fielder, Starling Marte.
Here's Starling Marte. 0 for 1 so far.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
And that's in for a strike. Beatty stands at first with 1 out. Pulls that one foul. Off the mark there. 1 and 2 to count.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
To third, Muncy. There's 1.
He's out.
On to Freeman. Double play. Inning over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. On to inning number 4. We're tied 0-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Shambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Mookie Betts. Outside.
Ball 1.
And that's outside.
Got some cut action to it. Velocity pretty good on that slider. So far, moving the ball around nicely.
Swing and a liner foul off to the right. And that one hammered. That's back there. Get out of town. A massive home run. And they jump ahead in the 4th. It's 1-0. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself. And after at bat, he's that confident. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spit on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. Doubled his first time. Ground ball right side and a foul ball.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Hard ground ball, base knock.
Wasting no time. He's
Now
2 for 2 now on the night,
Teoscar
and just
Hernandez.
a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Teoscar Hernandez, the next to hit. He's 0 for 1. And that's outside. Tap foul at the plate. Nobody out. Runner at first. That missed inside.
That's inside.
And the count is 2-2. And there's a base hit to left. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Now batting, left fielder Andy Pajes.
Now the left fielder, Andy Pajes.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
Right through there for a strike.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Next offering is downstairs. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
That one not close. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Inside. And it's 3-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Traffic on the bases with 1 already in. Top half of inning number 4.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
That ball is foul, and the pressure is building.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Swing and a miss, and that is a big first out.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Max Muncy at the dish. Grounded out his first time. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
1 out. Runners at first and second. On the ground left side. 6, 4, 3. But he beats it. Good hustle. And the inning continues.
Well, they had the chance of turning 2 right there, but I don't think he got a good grip on the ball as he tried to transfer from glove to throwing hand. They say you can't assume a double play. I beg to differ at the big league level, but it's going to be ruled as a fielder's choice.
Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. He's 0 for 1. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Two on, 2 outs. Mihai, that's in for a strike.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
Next offering is in for a strike. That one missed. Laboring here, about to throw his 30th pitch of the inning. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Bottom of the 4th. Here's Juan Soto.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
And the slider just misses. We haven't seen a break in the weather, and the umpires might be forced to make a decision soon.
Yeah, I think so, Boog. I mean, everyone looking and wondering when they're going to stop play. It definitely feels close.
Kershaw deals. Oh, he doesn't get the call. Now 2 balls and a strike.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Kershaw fires. That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Now batting, first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Here's Pete Alonso. Struck out swinging his first time. Just missed.
Counts 1-0.
Popped up to the left into foul ground. Reaches over the wall, and he's got it.
Now batting, designated hitter, Mark Vientos.
And now the DH, Mark Vientos. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Center field. Edman under it. Brings it in. And that's the inning. And we're back. And here's the catcher, Dalton Rushing. Towards first. Lifted pitcher covering. And a quick out, number 1.
Now batting, second baseman, Miguel Rojas.
Here's the second baseman, Miguel Rojas. First time up, he grounded to third. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Action in the pen down there. Kodai Senga up and loosening in the pen. Stanek warming up as well. Fastball for a strike. Falling behind 2-1. And that one missing low.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. This one in the air. Alonso. 2 down.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there.
Now
They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
So the batting order turns over. Here's Shohei Ohtani, 0 for 2 in this one. And first offering is fouled off. Ohtani, 30 years old now, and he was born in Japan. Just missed. To the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Nothing good for the Dodgers here, but they still lead it 1-0. Back here at Citi Field, and now the catcher comes up to him. Luis Torrens. Fastball in for a strike. It's 0-1.
And I know you want to be patient as a hitter, but you got to be ready to jump on the first thing straight. And he got one right there, but left the bat on his shoulder.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Well, that's pretty much the dream 2-strike curveball. If you're the pitcher, hard downward break at the very end that just dips below the swing path. And they say pitchers want to try to bounce that pitch right on top of the plate. So that was exactly what he was looking for on the mound.
And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Tyrone Taylor. That finds the mark on the inside corner.
0-1.
One down, base is empty. And that one is in for a strike.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit and not an easy one to throw either.
And that's down and away.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. And boy, umpire didn't give him the call. I bet you if he throws it again, hitter knows he's going to have to swing it.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Really love the sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
Acuna.
Next to hit, Luis Angel Acuna.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
That clips the corner. Pitch in the dirt, and it's a ball and a strike. Two down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Chop to the left side. Muncy. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Mets go down quickly. They're down 1-0.
Now pitching for
they go with one of their more experienced arms in this spot, Kodai Senga. He last pitched 2 days ago. Now it's Mookie Betts. He's already homered in this game.
Mookie Betts.
Pitch misses there. Ball 1.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
There's a strike to Mookie.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
Gets him to chase after that one.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
A little bit high. The count now 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And that one cutting but missing down low. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
And here's Freddie Freeman. And that one fouled off. The next offering misses. And now it's even 1-1. Action in the Mets bullpen. Jesus Cabrera, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. Next offering in there for a strike. And that is strike 2. And a good eye there.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Maybe a 2-ball. 5, 4,
He's out.
3. And they turn the double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Teoscar Hernandez.
Teoscar Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Swings and misses. And it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Ball 1 there. And that one ripped to left. And that is that. No runs, no hits, no errors. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. It's the Dodgers 1 and the Mets nothing. Bottom of the 6th. And stepping in for New York, Brett Beatty.
Well, these fans definitely want to get involved in the game. All it's going to take is to get the leadoff man or even a base runner on.
Kershaw back to work. There's a strike.
Tonight, his slider has been really impressive. I mean, tight spin. Seems like the hitters aren't picking it up out of the hand.
And a swing and a miss.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
No need to deviate from the slider right there. The hitter just not making the adjustment. He came at him with the breaking ball, pitch after pitch in that bat, and evidently there was no answer for it.
And now it's Frankie Lindor. And that's in for a strike. On the ground. Throws to first in time. And a couple of quick outs.
Well, a well-thrown slider like that one can be tough to get in the air. Good downward break on that one.
Starling Marte up to hit. And that misses. Ball 1. And another ball. That one outside. And now 3-0. Juan Soto waiting on deck if they extend the inning.
Plenty of pop in his bat, so he could give them the lead with one swing if he gets the chance.
And he walked him.
Ball 4. Take your base.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter, but he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
Stepping in the long ball threat, Juan Soto. His splits between April and May there. That's in for a strike.
Well, in this situation, the hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that tying run all the way from first base. So if he can't do that, keep the line moving through a walk or just a base hit. But you got to stay within yourself.
2 outs. Check swing. He held up. And it's 1-1.
Nice job to keep the hands back on that one. Out in front just a little bit.
Step off, throw to first. Marte dives back in. There's the strike.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's the Dodgers 1 and the Mets nothing. We go to the top of the 7th, and now Andy Pajes. Close, but call the ball, and that's ball 1. And that one
ball.
Cutting but missing down low.
1 strike.
And he grounds one to the right side. Toss to Alonso. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
Now batting, third baseman, Max Muncy.
Here comes Max Muncy. Foul ball there. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Next offering is down low. Just missed. One down, base is empty. Swings through it for the K. Nasty fork ball for strike 3.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count off. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Tommy Edman at the plate. And first offering is fouled off. One rip, but foul to the right.
Man, this has been a real important inning in relief. I mean, so far, they've been doing a great job holding that deficit at 1.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. And a foul ball, he stays alive. That one
ball,
way inside.
2 strikes. Ball 2.
Got him looking. And the Dodgers are set down in order. Dodgers go down quietly, but they lead it 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. And here's the first baseman, Pete Alonso. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Seems like the hitters are struggling with their timing today. Kind of caught in between that sharp fastball and the nasty slider. I'd like to see him settle on a consistent pitch.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Going to count 1 and 2.
Great take right there. Showed some really good discipline. Breaking ball coming in, you see it well, but don't trust that it's going to hang on for a strike. Nice job.
Sharp grounder. That through for a base hit. And the tying run is on with a leadoff single.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Just a simple ground ball the other way, but had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Mark Vientos up now for the Mets. 1 for 2. And ball one.
That's inside.
With the tying run on at first, here the bottom of the 7th. In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there. Swings through that one for strike one.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boog.
And the 3-1. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Runner at first with no outs here. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. And a base hit on the line. And the go-ahead run is on base.
Nice at bat right there. Not just the result, but also seeing a lot of pitches. Made him really work out there on the mound. Nice job going the opposite way with it, letting the ball travel and not allowing the barrel to hook around the ball. It's so frustrating when you see a good pitch and your hands roll over. It was on the outside part of the plate, and he approached it perfectly. Now we'll see if they can pick up that tie and run and start us over here in the late innings.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitch change in this spot. Kershaw will depart. Really solid performance out of him as he leaves with a slim lead. We'll take a break. New arm when we get back. Pitching change here, Luis Garcia.
Well, he struggled quite a bit, so this is another opportunity to get on the right track. He's given up more than 1 hit per inning pitch so far this season.
So up next for New York, Luis Torrens. He is struck out, and he is walked. Trying to move the runners over. Off balance feed, there's one, but no throw to first as he'll hold on to it.
You want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Tyrone Taylor up now for the Mets. And there's no doubt that they'll feed off the energy from this crowd, right?
I mean, yeah, I'd say the intensity level has gone up a few notches for sure. In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
This one in the air. Freeman in position. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, second baseman, Luis Angel Acuna.
Luis Angel Acuna will hit next. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
There's a strike, 95 of that one. The Dodgers bullpen with some action. Tanner Scott looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Garcia also getting ready. the slider misses down and away.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
2-1.
In the dirt. He is safe. Wild pitch, and into second moves the go-ahead run.
Nobody on defense feels great right now. The pitcher feels responsible for missing so far outside, and the catcher wishes he could have done more to try to stop it.
Out in front and foul to the left side. Swing at a high fly ball right field. And that is the third out of the inning.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job at getting out of the jam.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Reed Garrett.
And he's been racking up strikeouts at a high rate this year. Typically at least one an inning, so he'll be tough to get to.
Well, one-run game. Dalton Rushing steps to the plate for the Dodgers. He's grounded out a couple of times. And the first offering is not close. And strike one to the catcher.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Caught and missed. Struck him out. And there's one away.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
And up next for Los Angeles, Miguel Rojas. And that one fouled off. And a foul ball. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Swing and a ground ball, and that's just foul. One down, base is empty. On the ground right side, sneaks through, base hit.
Up next for the Dodgers, the designated hitter.
So back to the top of the order. Now it's the DH, Shohei Ohtani. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a miss as he was late.
0-1.
Yo, 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
In the dirt, but kept close. Grounder might be 2. There's 1. He's out. Over to Alonso for the inning-ending double play. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Dodgers 1 and the Mets nothing.
Now pitching for
Back
Los
now,
Angeles.
new pitcher on the mound as we
Number
roll into the
96.
bottom of the 8th. Landon Knapp.
Left-handed batter at the plate, and he's been excellent in those matchups this year, so this seems like a calculated move.
And here is
Lead
Brett
off
Beatty.
for the Mets, third baseman.
Knapp, a
Brett
6'2 righty,
Beatty.
220 pounds, and he was a second-round pick in 2020. Fastball for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Fastball is
that's out.
outside. And he takes it himself for the out.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Here's Francisco Lindor.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against it.
And that's downstairs. And it's 1-0.
Counts 1-0.
The shortstop takes the ball. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here the bottom half of the 8th inning. That one in for a strike, 2-2. And it skips into there.
That's a really good take.
Starling Marte in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And the tying run is on base.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I'll tell you what, he earned that walk.
So up next, Starling Marte.
Your base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Fought off foul. In the air, center field, Edman. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, right fielder, Juan Soto.
Juan Soto up now for the Mets. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout.
Oh, look out here. He's going to come up ready to swing in this situation.
Drilled in the air, high and deep, right field. Went back. Boom goes the dynamite. And this place is rocking. And they lead it. It's 2-1. Well, that swing changes things.
Yes, it does. They were in striking distance. They found a way to fight back big time. No doubt in my mind, just about everybody in this ballpark holding their breath on that one. I tell you, just barely snuck it inside the foul pole, and talk about a huge swing. That's it in this ball game. Could be the biggest swing of this ball game. We'll see.
New pitcher now, Lou Trevino.
Now pitching
And
for
we all know
Los
about his
Angeles.
slider. It's just filthy,
Number
man. And
58.
one of the better ones in the
Lou
game, I'd say.
Trevino.
Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
So 2 down. Pete Alonso getting ready to hit. This guy with light tower power. First pitch misses. Just missed.
He hasn't wanted the challenge in both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
Next offering is in for a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Two down, nobody on. That one fouled off, 2-2. And that's in the dirt. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. 2 outs. Caught him looking for the K. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. Last chance coming up here for the Dodgers. All set for the start of the inning. Here's Betts.
Shortstop,
Chris, baseball
Betts.
today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from players that we see day in, day out. And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Swings and misses. And it's 0-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
But the first batter, it's always a big one for the closer. I mean, you get that punch out, you get settled in, you feel like you're in command out there on the mound from the jump, and kind of prevents any doubt from creeping into your mind or the fielders that are playing behind you that, you know, you're going to wrap this thing up.
Freeman, the next to hit, takes ball 1. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. In there at the knees. And the count 1-1. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Freeman hits it in the air. Looks like extra bases. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Clearly see the ball very well in this one. Fastball off the plate a little bit, but a really nice job of going with it. Punched it to the opposite field for that knock. And now a crucial opportunity to tie up this game with another base hit.
So the tying run in scoring position now. Hernandez now at the plate. First pitch, and he just misses.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. I mean, you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it, but this is where they earn their keep.
So the tying run at second, and that drops in for a strike. On the ground, right side. And it finds its way through for a hit. Here comes the throw. Not entirely safe at the plate. It's 2-2.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Go ahead run on base. Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. Ball 1, no strikes.
He never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
2 balls, no
Squirts
strike.
away a little bit, and an excellent job keeping it right there. 1 away. Tie game. Go ahead run stands at first. Diaz checks over to first, and he's back. Two 2-0 the count. Here it comes. You see the velocity, 97 with that fastball.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days. You would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
Makes the catch for the second out.
Up next for the Dodgers, third baseman, Max Muncy.
Here comes Max Muncy. Diaz throw to first. And he's back in on a dive. And that one fouled off. 2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Next offering is in for a strike. That one missed.
They tried to get him to go, chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. That's outside. 2-2. And a pop-up on the left side of the infield. And that's the third out. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. And we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show.